Supposedly killed in this location. How long ago was the judge killed in this location? And why does the dust tell her anything unless there are not fingerprints or shapes in the dust itself? These are not me quipping or telling you anything bad. This is just constructive thoughts from one writer to another. The lack of those things. It gets explained. Okay. But the body was there. And I'm guessing was killed with no mass explosion of blood. If not, then that, okay, could make sense as well because of different things. I'm just trying to clarify that for that reason. You say it gets explained, so we will continue. Just had that question. So. At this moment, the doors of the courtroom flew open. With a resounding boom, the twin candelabras swept to life and magically sensed the presence of the court authority crossing the threshold. Lakshmi didn't even look up. Instead, swiftly reached into her inner pocket of her frock coat and pulled out a particular watch. The device fit neatly into her palm of her hand, sprouting 3 buttons at the top. Gripping the device lightly, Lakshmi took a deep breath, pressed all 3 buttons at once, and if no one in the world could reveal the truth of the murder, she would call someone from the outside. Okay. Interesting. We're gonna close for there. For now. I am going to... Where's that button? I need the watch button. Oh, I'm not signed in. Haha. So I can save this for myself for later. There we go. Alright. Saved that so I can grab it later. I think I've been working on this for 4 years. I mean, to be fair, each chapter is pretty big. It gets bigger as it goes. Check Discord writer. Well, thank you. Here, got you. Like, all mine are currently out there to read. If you see weird things in it, let me know, and I will try to get them fixed. A proper stream derailment, yes. Alright. First chapter's actually pretty short of anomaly, so we'll go through that. They get better and better as they go, as I keep telling people, because as I was writing it, I was picking up more tips and everything from everybody else. What does it mean to be humbled? Some say it's when you're defeated. Many say a beautiful image or a sight can humble one's being. Yet, for me, that wasn't the case. I boarded the passenger vessel, Aquarius. This saying was spread around by all who watched the immense vessel port itself. Amazing. Breathtaking. Fools. Brought to their knees by something that in 5 years will be commonplace. No. I'm a different breed. I guess I should explain myself. My name is George Jorgen, and I'm leaving Mars for the first time in 21. Oh, for the first time. The year is 2178. What makes me different? Well, it's probably due to my background. I work in genetics, specifically identifying DNA abnormalities and mapping and searching for causes of excess mutation. This probably doesn't mean anything to you. If it does, good. For those catching up, I study microscopic cells and patterns of certain acids present in those cells. My most recent discovery landed me this ticket. I found that in a small populace of those living on Earth's most damaged sections after the war, minor mutations to cancers as well as physical mutations were less and less rare. I honestly didn't think much of it, but the government did. Next day, a military crawler... Whoop, I gotta remember this thing fucking scrolls up with the speed of goddamn light. Ah! Right? Okay. 1 second, everybody. Okay, found where we were at. It's not bad. It's just the cord is a bitch, so I can't keep it plugged in. Level. 359. You're like, fuck. Yeah, that's what I said. The next day, a military crawler showed up at Isurus Lab. Isurus. I can't even say it, so I'm gonna move on. Where I worked. My boss was informed that I would be requested for a special project onto one of Mars's moons. When I asked for details, I was told to only bring what I could not live without. Rushed, I packed as much of my research as I could bring along, with basic essentials. The passenger vessel was as bad as you think it would be. Everyone crowding and pushing to get to their sections. When I got to my temporary bunk, I was still not alone. The two I shared my bunk with were at least well kept. However, one of the two, I assume brothers, kept trying to get me to laugh at his lewd comedy. One thing about humans I don't get is the constant need to connect with those around you. It's bothersome at best, heartbreaking at worst. Best just to stick to the science. Luckily, within 45 minutes, I was directed to the flight deck, where a military shuttle waited to take me to the surface. The pilots were adept to their positions and quite efficient with zero idle chatter. If this was meant to unnerve me, it failed. Arrival was brisk. I was led on a small tour of the science and living habitats, and was told where I shouldn't go, which included the military and female barracks, also a Lab H. The next was orientation, with the base's lead by Commanding Officer General Clint Lawson. From what I could learn, he was a strict man with a mind for budgets, more than combat. Heading through the doors, I was happy to see I was not the only one. Welcome to Outpost 6. Here you will work and live for the next 12 months, or until your contract is up. You have been brought here as you were all the best in your respective fields, from biochemistry to base genetics. As I'm sure you all aware, years ago we met our first enemy in the stars, the Siren. And after the war, many genetic anomalies have appeared. As the military is funding this project, your goal will be to use the information gathered and present a full report on genetic alteration and how to proceed. The room was silent after hearing the general speak. I could tell some were excited. Others were scared. It was daunting at best. Most minds over years have tried to do what we were being tasked to do, with not one of them succeeded. The general continued. You have no contact with any civilian or military personnel outside this base. Before you ask, those with families will be packed up via shuttle and assigned a living station here. Now, let's discuss safety procedures and protocol. I honestly didn't listen much after hearing the task, such an immense and indirect one at that. There we go. After orientation, I found myself wandering through the habitation section at the base when a soft voice broke my concentration. I think we might stop here. Can't voice act the whole thing. Well, fuck it, we're almost done with this chapter. Hello? Startled. What? Hello? Startled, I looked back up to see a beautiful woman looking at me, shocked and a bit taken aback. I said, yes? Sorry, did I bump you? I did my best not to stare. However, that didn't work. Her large green eyes held me in an analytic gaze. Long black hair complemented her features. No, you just seem distant. I'm leading the genetics team. You're the new guy, right, George? My thoughts raced as she spoke.